When the Mi 4i came out earlier this year, I was quite critical of it. I didn't like the fact that Xiaomi marketed it as a flagship for India. I didn't like the random stuttering and lag. And I definitely didn't like how hot it got. Recently, Xiaomi rolled out the MIUI 7 update and I shot a video showing what's changed. Since then, I've had quite a few of you ask me to go back to the Mi 4i and do a second review. And well, here we are. So, if this is your first time here, or in case you just can't remember, my name's Ash, this is C4E Tech, and you're watching my second review of the Xiaomi Mi 4i. Let's get started. So guys, I've personally been using the Mi 4i for the last few weeks, a few days as my primary, mostly as my secondary device. This phone was also used for a month or two by my colleague here at C4E Tech. Now, why is that important? Well, just to show you guys that despite all this usage, the Mi 4i still looks as good as new. The white back hasn't really picked up scratches, and any dirt it picked up was easy to wipe away. From a build standpoint, Xiaomi has done an excellent job here. Now, the specs and display remain unchanged from my original review, so I'm not gonna revisit that. I will, however, leave a link to that video in the description below in case you guys want to check that out. As far as the camera goes, the image quality is still good. Ample detail, accurate colors, nails exposure and white balance more often than not. If anything, I'd say there's been a marginal improvement with the software processing since launch. The video though still leaves a lot to be desired. Not too impressive. With battery life, the Mi 4i, even at launch, performed quite admirably. Right now, with MIUI 7, I've gotten about a 10% boost with battery life. To put that into numbers, my Mi 4i now lasts about 10 hours on a looping video playback test, up from 9 hours at the time of my original review. With screen on times, I now get about 4.5 hours of screen on time with my typical usage, and that's up from 4 hours at the time of my original review. As far as performance goes, Xiaomi have optimized the software. They have added new features, not just with MIUI 7, even before that. Some of these features work great, some don't. Say for example, a little while back Xiaomi added the double tap to wake functionality. While that works, I've had my display turn on quite a lot when the Mi 4i was in my pocket. It got frustrating real fast and I ended up turning it off. Other features like Visual IVR that came with MIUI 7 or the new themes are great. I especially like the new High Life theme. Like I said earlier, I have a dedicated video on MIUI 7 and what's new with it. I'll leave a link to that video if you want to know more about MIUI 7. Anyway, in that video, I used the Mi 4i to show the performance improvements, and as you guys can see, the transitions and the uploading speeds have improved greatly with MIUI 7 on the Mi 4i. But that being said, the overall user experience still remains subpar. The user interface, despite the MIUI 7 tweaks, is still quite laggy and inconsistent. There are times when I actually had to wait a few seconds and wonder if my tap registered. As far as gaming and heating goes, even games that used to play smoothly in the past aren't quite as smooth anymore. There seems to be some aggressive throttling at play here. I guess that's Xiaomi's way of avoiding all the negative publicity they were receiving due to reports of overheating. Aggressive throttling means the Mi 4i doesn't heat up quite as much as it used to either. On that note, let's now get to my 2 cents. Before that, here's what I had to say at the end of my Mi 4i review. If you're willing to put your trust into Xiaomi to fix the overheating and UI issues and can live with 11 gigs of non-expandable internal storage, 11-12 gigs, then yeah, the Mi 4i at 13,000 rupees should be a decent buy. If you are someone watching this video to see if you should choose the Mi 4i over the Mi 4 or the OnePlus One, or even if you're thinking of upgrading from the Mi 3, then hell no. This is not a flagship, nowhere close. The Mi 4i is a pretty decent mid-ranger that, like most Xiaomi devices, punches well above its weight. But that's what it is, it's a mid-ranger. So coming back, has Xiaomi provided decent support since launch? Yes. Xiaomi even launched the 32GB variant due to popular demand. But my conclusion still stands, especially given that the Mi 4 received a huge price cut a few months back. So unless dual SIM functionality and 4G are something you really need, I'd say get the Mi 4 instead. So that's just me though. Do you agree? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So there you have it guys, my second review of the Mi 4i. Hope you liked the video. If you did, do give this video a thumbs up, and for more videos like this, stay subscribed. So thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, this is Ash here from C4E Tech signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye bye now.